Now this is my setup. That's my inverter, that's my battery, this is my DC to DC charger, this is my fuse box for 12 volts, and this is my charger for the solar. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my connections. So first of all, I want to ground the battery, so the positive, and I need to find a place in the vehicle to ground it. So this is what I'm doing here now. I'm gonna sand this place, sand it down real good so I can get to the metal, and then I'll put a bolt and nut there that'll help me secure all the grounded wires. I'm doing all my connection. I want to show you how I'm cranking getting these connectors working on my wires, because I too didn't know it. I had to go look it up. Like I wanted to connect this fuse. This is 175 fuse. It has two places where you can put your nuts. So first I crimp it here, just like you use the terminals. Crimp this and crimp this. Then you put a bolt and nut on this one, which you will be putting on the battery. This is the positive that goes directly to the battery. And something I also found out, I had to go look for I was trying to get 2 gauge wires from the stores. I couldn't just get them. I had to go get a jumper cable. So I think it's even cheaper and more flexible. It's better to get a jumper cable for anything you need, for the most part, in all these big wires. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna tape this because I don't have this insulation that I could just use. It won't fit. Try to put it in, it won't fit. So I would just tape this and do my connections. Yeah, unfortunately I can't show you all this as I'm doing it, but I will run through it when I'm done, because it's pretty easy, straightforward, but it can be daunting when you don't know it. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. As soon as I get all my connections done, I will run through them. But I'm just trying to show you this crimper here. I mean, how I did this, because I too didn't know it. I had to look it up, as I said. This is for the inverter. It's a 12 gauge wire. It's a lock nut. These are the wires that came with the inverter. I'm trying to connect the D+ wire, the one that gives power, to the charger before it begins to charge. Even though it is connected to the battery in the hood of the vehicle, to the battery of the vehicle, it still needs a D+, which is going to be connected to somewhere here. You see this green part here, so this wire needs to go in here. So to be able to do that, is going all that way to the back here. That's one of the tiny wire that's from there going to the back there, and behind the bathroom came out from the back here, and I'm taking it down through here and to the steps of the driver's side, and I bring it down, and I bore a small hole there. Then I bring it down here, and then I'll try to find somewhere to bring it up to somewhere here. This is where the fuse are. So I'm going to look. I've already tried to test which one works without the ignition on, and the one that works only when the ignition is on, and that is this number 10 here. So this number 10, I've tested it, so I'm going to try to do that now. And I already have this 2 fuse holder here, so this holds 2 fuses. So, and this is already number 10 there, right? The camera can catch it there. So I'm going to use this and add it to that one and put it where that one is. So that's the plan. So now first is for me to be able to get my wire up there. So now I've been able to connect the wires all the way from the back, and here we have the 210 fuse. So I'm going to try to stick it in there now. This is where it's supposed to be, D+. I've sticked the wire in. Okay, so that's the wire there. Now let's go start the vehicle and see if there's going to be any light, because right now there's no light, nothing is showing there. So let's see. Start the vehicle. There we go. See the light? When the engine is turned off, it goes off. When the engine is turned on, it comes on. So that means everything is properly done. And before I turned the engine on, it was 13.1. Right now it's 13.6. See, and it looks like it's rising. This is 13.7 now. So let's go back and switch it off and see it again. Here we switch off the engine. Can you see that? The engine is switched off. Now let's go back to here. So it's off. So that means our connection is good. And can you see that? It drops to 13.4. So if we cut it back on, it goes up. That means our connection is really good. So it's now even going down, 13.3, sorry. You see that? Now let's go back. So it's only the solar charger that's working right now. So let's go back and turn it on, and you see it again. Okay, so let's go up there and turn it on. All right, so let's go back here and see. So here it is again. Power is on. Yeah, we see it's 13.6, and I'm sure if we wait, it will go up to 13.7, and then and it keeps going up. So you see that it just changed. All right, so that means everything is working normal. So my power connections are all working properly. The DC charger connected. All right, good job. Here's what I'm about to do here. This is the place that you can connect your power directly, because as they said that this does not produce enough power as when you connect it directly. So this is an extension cord that I bought, and it has 6 outlets. So I'm going to just plug all my appliances here, and so I'll connect this directly to here. So the light says here light, right? Light, ground, and neutral. So black, which is light, this is ground, and neutral. So I'll do that now and show you. I have done my connections, all connected here. I use liquid tape to tape it up. So it's all connected, and when you put the power, this is a cord, goes all the way from here, and that's the where I placed it at the back there, the wall. So when I switch it on, this power should come on. All right, so let's switch it on here. So now it's on. Now let's check here and see. Everywhere is tight. You see, there's power there now. So I can take this is my water heater. I can plug it there, and power should come on my water heater. And then my refrigerator cord somewhere here. This is my cord from refrigerator. I do have an outlet for the refrigerator at the back there, but I can also plug the refrigerator here. However, that's not what I'm gonna do. I already have an outlet, but let's see and try it here, see if it works. Right, this is you can hear the sound of the refrigerator there. Now it's working. So now let's plug the water heater. So put it here. Okay, let's check our water heater here. Try to use my 2 hands. Hello there. I want to run through my electrical wiring. I've showed you some things in the other videos. Well, you're going to see everything from beginning to this point that the power has come on. So let me turn the camera around and walk you through how I did all the wiring. Okay, as you come in here, this is the switch. As soon as you enter from the side door, that's the switch. Of course, that's the shower. So we have 1 light there, we have 2, and we have 3, we have 4, 5, and then by the kitchen 6. This is where the stove is gonna be, right there. That's the stove. Okay, then I'm going to show you my battery bank. This is the 200 Energy battery, AGM battery. Okay, then this is my 2000 watts pure sine wave inverter from Energy 2, and then this is my DC to DC charger. This is my fuse box for 12 volts. This supplies this very one here supplies this is for the water pump. Yeah, so this is for the water pump fuse here, and the next one is for the fan that is right up here. And then the other one is for the light. When you switch on the light, this is the fuse for the light. And the last, which is not the least, is for the water pump. So let me show you how it all comes together. So this is a fuse. Beginning from here, I want to start from charge control for the solar panel. This came with the kit that I bought from Amazon. So right now it's was it 13? Yeah, 13 volts. That's what you're getting right now. Okay, so and that's the wires. See here. Okay, so this wire here is the positive wire. This is the positive wire, and this goes directly to the battery. And then this, can you see here? This is the one that's this is for the positive for the solar panel, sorry, and that's the negative, if you can see them here. So this is negative, and that's the positive. And then for the solar panel, these two here. Then we have the battery here. This is the sign of the battery. So we have the positive and the negative here too. So the positive from the solar charger goes into this fuse, and from this fuse, the positive from here goes into this fuse. It's a 15 amps fuse, and then comes out here. So I use 6 gauge here to come out from here, and then it comes onto the battery up here. From here, that's the connection in the kit. That's what it says. We connect it directly, we fuse it, and then connect it directly to the battery. And that's what I did. It's pretty simple. I know my wiring here, when you look at it, it looks like, oh man, this is complicated and whatever. Well, this is the small room that I have to work with in this van. So because I have this battery there on the right, and I have my water tank. This is a 21-gallon water tank here. So I'm working with what I can, the room I have underneath this bed. So, and of course, this is my DC to DC charger from Reenergy 2. So I run it from here, and I run my wires to the back of the refrigerator and the bathroom. That's what I did. And then went on, if you can see, I still opened the floor, the carpet of the floor right there, and I took it to the front of the vehicle where the engine is and where the vehicle battery is as well. So this is really simple, but it looks a little bit complicated when you see all these wires if you are not used to them. And this is, again, this is the only room I have, so I don't think I have a choice, and I have to do it this way. So, and the solar charger, the positive is also fused. If you come here, I have a fuse here that goes out all into the wall and goes into the back of the bathroom as well, and goes into the ceiling. So that's the positive and the negative as well. Both of them are here. All right. So now the power for the DC to DC charger. We have the output and the input. So the input from the charger that charges the battery. Here are the wires. They are here. See, this is the 12 gauge wire, and then it goes to the battery, and it's directly on the battery. But negative and negative there and the positive here, right here. Very easy. Okay, so same thing here on this other side, that goes to the house battery directly. These two wires here, they are 4 gauge wire. These two hooked up to the DC to DC charger, and it goes out towards the back there and goes, if you can see from here, see that red thing there, and underneath the passenger side where the passenger put it, they put their legs right there. Can you see that? That's where it goes into it, to the hood of the vehicle and gets connected to the battery. So, and this is the negative. This is a 2 gauge wire connected to the fuse, and then there's another 2 gauge wire. This is negative, okay? From the negative here, right here, you look at the wire, if you trace it, goes to the battery there. Up here, that's negative. And this 2 wire is for the pure sine wave, and that's the negative. And the positive from the sine wave, pure sine wave inverter, that's it here. As you can see, it goes to U and comes like this and goes down to the fuse here. From the fuse, I now have a 2 gauge wire from the fuse here. You see this wire here? This one, see? And then it comes out from the back, and I fused it as well. This is it here, right here. This one is fused, 175 amps, right there to the battery. Okay, this is negative of the DC, negative of DC to DC charger. This is the positive of DC to DC charger, because it's a 12 gauge, and that's the instruction on the installation manual. Then this wire here, this one is the one that goes from the battery to the body of the vehicle. You know, if you follow the black wire here, and it goes to there. You see that part there? Yeah. And the other wire next to it is for the inverter. Alright, that's the ground wire for the battery and for the inverter as well. Alright, this blue wire you're seeing here is the wire for the water heater. This goes all the way to the back and then goes underneath here, this part here, and comes out to this place here where the water heater is. It's connected here, right there. Hopefully you can see it there. See right there? That's the water heater. There's the water heater here. Everything is connected and working properly right now. So, and then I also have here what I did. I used, this is an extension cord. I connected it directly here. Then I plugged all my 120 volts on the extension cord, which is this, and I screwed it to the wall here, right there. You see that? So I have my, if you can see it, this is the water heater. This is the outlet that came from the fridge. That's this outlet there. It comes here. And then this one here is the microwave. It comes from the back as well. So I have microwave. Let me turn around so you can see it. Microwave. Here's the microwave. Here's the outlet for the microwave right here. It came from the ceiling and it came out from the cabinet here and goes down here. Now there's an option where whoever buys this van can either use this microwave here or place the microwave on top of the refrigerator using this outlet. If I own this van, I will have an outlet, an extension cord, a small one, and plug it there so I can switch the switch the refrigerator off whenever I am using the microwave. In any case, I have one, two, and three. These three outlets is plugged into this extension cord that is wired directly, hardwired into the inverter. As they say, it's most preferable to do the direct wiring as to using the three outlets that are available here, but these three can still be used depending on whatever somebody has. This is a switch for the water pump. When you switch it on, you hear the sound of the water, and of course you hear the sound of the shower as well. So water runs and everything works. So that's what that fuse, that switch is for, right beneath the bed there, well, under there, and everything works. So that's my wiring. Everything is complete, and now I need to start closing up and doing my finishing touch so I can get the van ready for sale. I started putting my knobs already.